all the time.
We are family.
Outstanding effort again.
We're busting ours to kick yours.
That's big time.
-15.
Respect all, fear none.
Oh, did he belt that one?
Intensity is not a perfume.
It was a no-doubter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
MASN All Access is brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. Play fast, play home run riches, walk-off winnings, progressive game for a chance to win the growing jackpot all season long. I'm Annie Claff here in the warehouse at Oriole Park at Camden Yards with Brendan Mortensen to break down some of the Orioles' best home run games in the month of June, not July. We are at a busy time right now with the trade deadline coming up, but the month of June was a lot better for this Orioles team compared to the start of the season.
Yeah, they looked like things were coming together in the month of June. They were 16-11. This was also the best offensive month that they have had all season long. A 753 team OPS, 38 home runs, 435 slugging percentage, so we've got a lot of home runs to pick from. This was a time when the Orioles were getting healthier before the injury train hit yet again. It seemed like there was a magical 1 or 2 weeks where the Orioles had the core of this team together. Guys were somewhat healthy, even though they were still missing big bats like Ryan Mountcastle and Tyler O'Neill. Given how injured this team had been, you kind of felt like, okay, things are coming together a little bit. Obviously, the month of July didn't really go the way the Orioles had hoped, but they started to play some better baseball in June.
And one of those guys that came back from the injured list, who is now on the injured list, unfortunately, due to the revolving door of the catchers that we've seen with the Orioles right now. But Gary Sanchez performed really well in the month of June once he came back. Only 13 games, but he was batting .354 in the month of June in that 13-game span. He hit a grand slam against the Angels for a series win at home and only his second game back from the first time on the injured list.
Yeah, too many times on the injured list for Gary Sanchez to really keep track of this year, but this was an outstanding day for him at the plate. And you mentioned the revolving door of catchers. Unfortunately for the Orioles, they don't have Adley Rutschman, they don't have Gary Sanchez. But again, this was this magical week where they had both of those guys healthy, and Gary Sanchez was looking like the free agent that you brought in the offseason, what you hoped that he would be, which was a right-handed slugging option off the bench. He wasn't going to catch all the time. Sometimes he would be your designated hitter. This is what Gary does at his best. He has a huge, powerful swing from the right side of the plate, and the Orioles got a lot of that in the month of June. You mentioned that 13-game stretch, an OPS over 1,000. This was exactly what you hoped for when you brought Gary Sanchez in.
And right now, unfortunately, in the month of July, you don't have him, but let's take a listen to what the catcher had to say on Father's Day after that grand slam.
And there is Gary Sanchez along with Brandon Quinones down in the dugout. Gary, congratulations on the win. Before we get to the swing, I noticed you had the word dad on your catcher's gear today. Anybody you want to give a shout out to on Father's Day?
Él vio que tenía la palabra dad, papá, en tu gear de catcher. ¿Le quiere dar un mensaje a alguna persona hoy?
Bueno, nada, feliz Día de los Padres para todos los padres del mundo, especialmente para el mío. Y nada, me siento bien.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to all the dads in the world, you know, especially mine, and I feel good.
Gary, what'd you see on that grand slam?
¿Qué viste en ese grand slam?
Estaba tratando de poner la bola en juego, tú sabes, no estaba tratando de hacer mucho. Un pitcher que tira una buena recta alta y un buen cambio. Estaba tratando de hacer un buen contacto y ya.
Yeah, I was trying to put the ball in play, not trying to do too much. I was trying to make good contact there. Obviously, a pitcher that has a really good fastball and a good changeup as well.
Well, we all love the homer, there's no doubt, but behind the plate, I thought you called a terrific game. Did you guys certainly had a game plan? What did you see from your pitchers out there today?
Obviamente, tremendo trabajo a plato, pero él pensó que tuviste tremendo juego también recibiendo los lanzadores. ¿Qué viste de tus lanzadores hoy?
Bueno, sí, empezamos con relevo, hizo tremendo trabajo. Vino el abridor, también hizo tremendo trabajo, y el bullpen, que ni se diga, tú sabes. Un trabajo en equipo, hicieron un buen trabajo ellos.
But we started with a reliever today, and he did a great job. Obviously, our starter came in after, and he did a really nice job as well. And then our bullpen closed it out. So it was a really good team effort, and they did great.
Gary, how out of breath were you after you ran home from first on that bunt single?
¿Qué tan cansado estuviste cuando corriste de primera base hasta el home?
Pensaba que me iba a caer llegando a home. Pero nada, eso es parte del juego, tú sabes. pude anotar la carrera, que es lo más importante.
I thought I was going to fall down reaching home plate there, but yeah, I mean, I'm really happy I was able to score that run there, and it was huge.
Congratulations on the win, Gary, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Well, we've talked about Gary a good amount in the month of June. He also hit a home run in a huge Orioles victory that had 4 home runs against the Tampa Bay Rays. But there were 3 other guys that hit one. You had Jackson Holliday, Gunnar Henderson, and Kobe Mayo getting his first career home run as a Major League player.
Yeah, I don't care that it was off a position player. It still counts. I don't think Kobe Mayo cares much either. We saw him the other day hit his first career home run off of a guy that's normally pitching, not a position player, but Kobe Mayo joked that, he wasn't keeping that ball. He still counts the first one as his first career home run. It was a long home run, too, down the line, left field here at Camden Yards. But that was a good day. It was one of those offensive performances that you just feel like you need a little bit in a month where you were playing better baseball, but you were still trying to keep the momentum a little bit more, make a push. You needed an offensive outburst like that. And the Orioles put up 22 runs, and the vibes were high. Anytime you score that many runs in a game, the vibes are certainly there.
Right, it was definitely one of those games that you needed, like you mentioned, and I'm sure that the Orioles are going to need a number of those coming up to end the month of July and go into August. But again, we will see how things shake out after this trade deadline. The offense could look different, so we will see. But that is all for this breakdown of the home runs for the Orioles in the month of June and that grand slam by Gary Sanchez. But again, this show by MASN All Access was brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. Play fast, play home run riches, walk-off winnings, progressive game for a chance to win the growing jackpot all season long.